Hey guys, so in between one of my sets, I was thinking about something that my athletes ask me a lot. And it's usually around the first time I see them. They always ask like, hey, how often should I be lifting? How often should I be training with you? What's the best kind of schedule for me? And I just want to make it clear to everybody, right, that the work that I do, the strength and conditioning, right, the performance training stuff, that's all supplemental to your skills and practice and actual game things, right? So, like for example, skills training will take precedent over performance training, right? Your practice will take precedent over the performance training. Games, obviously, right? There's no point in you becoming faster, being able to jump higher, right? Being able to change direction quicker if you can't manipulate the ball, right? Take the ball with you or whatever, your sport is. If you can't do the necessary skills, doesn't matter how fast you are. It doesn't matter how quick you change direction, how agile you are, how explosive you are, how high you jump. If you can't implement that with the ball in the game, on the court, on the field, right? Wherever. So what I like to do is I really don't like to go over 3 times a week max with my athletes, right? There is a way and there are exceptions to do it more, right? If you have that luxury, if you have that schedule. But I work a lot with student athletes, right? So there's a lot of demand already for you mentally too, right? We have to take that into account of being a student, right? Of being a teenager, right? Having other roles and responsibilities. You're a son or daughter, you're a brother or sister, a cousin, right? You have other responsibilities and duties in your life. Not that, we're not prioritizing our sport, definitely, right? We want to maximize our potential. But we also want to be great human beings as well. So we need to leave some capacity for that too. So I think at 3 times a week is like the max, right? That you want to be doing. Again, like I said, there are some exceptions and there's a way that we can work around that based on your goals. But even like 1 to 2 times a week, right? One, if you're really young, that's a great place to start, get some movements and mechanics down, right? Do everything kind of through play. But then once you get older and older, we get into that 2 times a week, right around like the 12 to 14 kind of range. That's a good time to start again, 2 times a week. You can do 2 times a week younger as well, but I like that middle school kind of range for starting to train twice a week. And then once you get into high school, you specialize kind of, you're doing one sport now. Now we can think about going like 3 times a week, right? But still leaving, again, right, energy and time on the table for you to be able to put in the necessary work for your skills and for your sport. Hope that makes sense. And feel free to leave any comments or questions down below, or you can reach out to me, DM me. I'd love to chat.